Hello guys, this is Link here, and I wanted to make a quick video, and probably like a video series of what I've just been working on, and um, I guess like my next few projects as I move forward. So recently I've discovered Cursor AI. I've been playing around with a lot of ChatGPT and things like that, but it's only been recently since I've actually started to use Cursor pretty heavily, and the things that you can do with it is pretty amazing. I mean, I know that most people have already been going through that, especially since it's been out for a while. I know that some people have been quote unquote vibe coding for probably like a year now or so. Um, but it seems like now it's finally a good time to get into that ecosystem, especially because of how far AI has come in terms of advancements and things like that. So I just wanted to do a quick demo of kind of like what I've been working on and what my, I guess, like goals are. I've been working on a website. It's more of a, it's not just a website though, it's a productivity app. Um, if you guys have been, if you guys are familiar with how like Notion works and things like that, and like Obsidian, um, this type of app tries to solve the whole productivity problem, right? And the way it does it is by creating kind of like a list of everything in one place, one app to solve that problem. However, there's like issues with Notion that I've kind of discovered when I've been playing around with it. One is that the performance is very slow. Two, the mobile app tends to be really very shitty. Um, it is customizable, but it's also kind of a hassle in order to just kind of like get your stuff like made and things like that. I also found out like some parts of Notion are a little bit too complicated, and just having it live up on the cloud and not locally makes kind of editing, integration, syncing, all really annoying to do. There's a lot of limits, like things that you wish you could have like integrated with, because it's not like a true like code base that you can just like configure and play around with. That's where Obsidian comes in. I've been using Obsidian as my daily journaling process for a long time, just because of the ease of use and simplicity of it. You know, you can just create like all your notes, have it pretty much organized. It's very similar to like Notion, but just functions purely as a like a like a giant text notebook that lives locally, and you can also sync it with pretty much everywhere you go. The best part of Obsidian, if you're unaware, is that um, it's open source, and that means that there's so many plugins. It's also very functional with just if you have like an app, you can integrate into Obsidian with it. So that means that you can set up a lot of like automated things. You can I don't know, like take screenshots on your computer using like ShareX, for example, something like this, and then you can technically set it up. You can write scripts so that it automatically saves your pictures into your Obsidian Vault database. Um, but recently with Cursor AI, I've realized that you can do so much more with that. And what I've been doing is basically just kind of getting rid of all the apps that I normally use on a day-to-day process. Right now, the current workflow, the best way I can describe it is something like this. Um, right now, the problem in my life is that we have many apps, right? Each app has a specific use case. So app one might be like keeping track of your bank accounts. So like, I don't know, like a financial app. So even like Bank of America. But then say you have another financial app, or you have another credit card. That means that, say you have a Chase credit card. So now you have two credit cards, but now you have to use two apps in order to manage that data. Same thing goes with like another example would be, say you're really into like fitness and things like that. You need app 3 for tracking your nutrition. So maybe something like MyFitnessPal. You have app 4 to track your workouts. So workout planner plus timer. I don't know, this could be like heavy, or like strong lifts, 5x5. Could be even like your notepad, right? Your notes section. And then you have app 5, which is I'm trying to think of an example, but you get the point. Basically, like, oh, here's another one, like steps tracker. I don't know, or like generic stuff, weight tracking. Maybe use a separate app for this, right? The problem is that now you have so many apps, and now you're kind of wasting time, and also the mental overload in terms of remembering which app to use, where to use it. It becomes a lot. There's a lot of issues. So Notion try to solve this problem, right? But then there's limitations of Notion. Again, like I said before, cloud, no offline access. I think soon TM it will have it. Maybe it already has it. Performance issues. Hard to integrate other apps or mobile. So with that in mind, I've been trying to create an app that kind of like one ultimate productivity app. And this is basically the website I've been working on. So this website basically functions as kind of everything, and I'm trying to expand that. So if you look into, I have Excalidraw on this computer. Okay, well, it's okay. Go. All this. So this is just an example of what you can do. We have Excalidraw. Up this guy, I think. Yeah. So in life, there's what I call 5 pillars. These can be kind of like changed and interchangeable in some ways. There's different like, I guess like versions of it. But ideally 5 would be the big 5 are social, mental, financial, physical, and community. Technically you could replace like financial and emotional and community with spiritual. Just depends on how you want to go about it. But within these 5 areas, there's different apps that we use in order to kind of like keep them stable. Social apps might be like Facebook Messenger, mental apps might be like meditation apps, financial is like bank accounts, keep track of your assets, stock apps. Physical is like your workout, your health related apps. And a community is like, I don't know, like Discord, gaming, things like that, right? So there's a lot of apps right now that kind of get, you can very much specialize in different, areas. For example, like for friends, you might use Facebook Messenger, but then you also have WhatsApp, and then you also have Discord, you also have Instagram, there's so many different things. And, maybe for that pillar, you don't really need to combine every single app because every app has become so specialized. However, things like physical and health, a lot of those are very generic, and you can just really combine them into like one app that is like a one app do all. And the idea is like, I wanted to create a health dashboard. Basically, I wanted to be able to visualize all my data, everything that I do, in one place, make it easily accessible, and not only that, just have it populate in ways where I can quickly and easily view them. Again, think about how Notion does this. It's creating a big dashboard, right? But now I've realized like I no longer need to go into a separate workout app or even pay for a service. I can just make everything using Cursor AI. For example, I made this this workouts page is currently integrated with Heavy. So normally if you go into heavy.com, this was an app that I made. So you would normally have like a routine like set up like this, right? And you would use this app in order to I don't know, do your workouts and things like that. But now I don't have to go there. I can just have it all populate here. This probably took maybe like 10 minutes to build out using Cursor AI, or it just integrated it for me. All I had to do was provide the API key, and now I can just customize it. And technically I can just customize it using this front end UI right here. If I wanted to create like, I don't know, like a new routine and things like that, and then it would be able to populate. feel like we can just do like test at this, save, okay. And then if we go here, wonder if it will actually update. Let's see. My routines. There a there's core. Calisthenics. Looks like some of these aren't being updated, huh? Okay. Well, in any case, this is like a syncing issue that's being worked on. But yeah, in any case, going back to the whole page. Now I also have a nutrition calculator, so I can just add my entries and things like that. And the way that the data is stored is through Obsidian. So if I were to go into here, we have this nutritions folder. So like technically I could just go here and then like add in another one, and then it would my local environment do like I don't know, like cracker, save it here, reload the page, and now it's being populated here. And then now we're also adding and just updating our nutritional calendar and things like that. So we can do like 500, I don't know, like steak, 530, not sure what the carbs are, but you know, we add the steak and stuff. Here's the thing. Looks like there's some bugs here right now, or we need to fix the calorie count, things like that. But yeah, for now, that's kind of like the idea of what I've been trying to build out. But there's like gonna be other things. Keeping track of like important dates and things like that, and say for like health and stuff. Right now we use the calendar app to like keep track of that, but then that can get kind of confusing, right? Now your calendar is going to be trying to do too many things at once. It's trying to keep track of your birthdays, your health appointments, I don't know, your work things, your social events, but then it doesn't really help when it's all in one place. Now it just becomes a big blur. Now you can't really plan as well. But like say you have a place where you know exactly when your next health physical is going to be, you can set reminders. I mean, that's kind of the goal. You have a much more organized like outlook in terms of your life. Other things I have are going to be kind of like a daily journal. So again, I can just create a journal page here, and it's going to be through here. So we have our daily journal right here. So again, like create a dark mode for the website. And then if I wanted to create another journal entry, do this template. Let's do like this, I guess. I don't know. Like today I am doing this journal and video. Set it as the date as 0529. Save it. And now we're able to populate into here, right? It's a journal entry, and now we can just see it easily on our website. So very powerful tool and very good way to organize. Technically, Obsidian does provide a way for you to view your web page, right? But then you have to pay for it. It's using like I think it's like Obsidian website. It's like on their page or something like that. But you no longer need to do that. Now you can just I don't know, just have this set up. You have it organized in terms of the way that you want. Other things that I've been working on is like so like food recommendations. So now we can just create like these articles and just have it populate here, and it's gonna be like in a design where it's easy to view. So like I'll be able to add pictures here and stuff like that later, and you know you can just go into here and see what it's like. So things like recipes. I'm trying to be able to track everything. We also have a goals page. So think we have our goals, something like this. So it populates, it shows up like this, and then the front end through the website. Again, this is all accessible on my phone and things like that. It's gonna be really, really easy to just visualize things. Yeah, and it's faster because it doesn't require that performance requirement. So I also have blog posts. So I have a blog post, I have journals, and then not only that, I also have a private section for Obsidian. So like I can have private files that I don't want exposed to the public, and I can just expand and write stuff here. And whatever's public, just for I don't know if you want to make it a blog, if you want to make it front facing, that's up to you. So there's gonna be a lot of things that I'm working on. So like even being able to add like dark mode and things like that, this probably took like 10 minutes. It's not perfect. I gotta fix these fonts and things like that. But you can pretty much just tailor and design your own app in terms of how you want it to do. The next thing I wanted to show really quick is what it looks like on. The other powerful thing I wanted to kind of do and showcase is that I'm using an Android phone. This app right here, this is what I call the PKM app, which is productivity app that I made. So it turns out that you can also make Android apps without even having to know how to code, and that's done using just Cursor. I literally asked it to build a Android app, and then I have Android files here, which built the app. So I now have an app where I don't even have to deploy it to the Play Store. I can just download it on my phone just by doing some quick and easy USB syncs. So, and then the next thing I was playing around with was generating my own Android widgets. So all these informations, like all these like useful information, like calorie tracking and things like that, I'll be able to eventually end up showing here. So this to-do list app is actually coming from here. So it's like my current to-dos, and it populates on my phone. So it's like downgrade current subscription, heavy integration is done now. So it's just a very, very easy way for me to just always have access to the data that I need, where I need them, and all saved locally and synced. Whenever the way I can update everything is done through basically Vercel. So I have Vercel. So it's connected to my GitHub page right here. So all my files, Obsidian, are local, and then it auto syncs and pushes into my GitHub repo, and then Vercel picks up any changes from my GitHub repo, and it'll push it to my website. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. There's a lot of things. I know it was kind of all over the place, but the idea is to just kind of like build and expand, and I want to be able to just have this like my ultimate productivity app. I know people have been working on this through their own Notion and things like that, but I think this is so much cooler. There's so much more potential, and it's gonna save so much money because I no longer need to pay for apps that were really nice and easy to use. For example, like workout apps, MyFitnessPal. I no longer need any of those things. I can just build it myself. But that's really kind of the power of Cursor AI. I'll probably make some videos and maybe like tutorials in terms of like how to get there. But right now this is what I've been working on. I just wanted to create the starter video, and then in the next few days and weeks I'll probably post updates in terms of what I've learned, what I've been working on, and things like that. So if you guys made it this far through this video, I guess thanks for watching. Post any questions that you guys have, and then I'll be back.